Is it a good idea to expect things from other people? Hi guys, Daz here again. Hope you're well.
Hello.
Thanks for coming back. Appreciate it. I make nearly-ish daily videos on high-functioning mental health issues, personal development, and everything in the middle of that, which is kind of all the crazy in my mind, really, to be fair, to hopefully help you change your mind, change your life. So today's a bit of a kind of a gripey, not really a gripey video.
Wait. What?
More of a sort of, I don't know, more of a realistic one. It's sort of unplanned, and I really don't know. This week I think I've felt, and I've been feeling, to be honest, pretty no real specific reason. I think I just feel very distant from the world, if that makes any sense. And if you empathise with my madness and condition, you might get that. Even though I'm kind of feeling distant from the world and interacting with people every day, there's nothing I want more than just to kind of crawl up in a cave. And so it's definitely a weird feeling, and yeah, I don't particularly know why. It's just part of the crazy that goes on in my head.
Freak material!
What I wanted to speak about is expectations and how I think they can be really dangerous for your mental health.
Wait, what?
It's very easy to have expectations of people, and more often than not, those expectations won't be met because the other person wasn't aware of your expectations of them or the situation. So there's absolutely no chance that they could possibly fulfill those expectations unless by complete fluke.
Oh, yeah.
We often do have expectations of other people, and it's based on some degree of social conditioning that we have, which is based on previous experience. We carry these expectations on throughout life for various situations, and particularly in relationships, whether that's work or romantic relationships. And as I said, it's so often the case where we don't communicate our expectations to the other person or the other people, and then they're not met and we're pissed off or upset. It makes really no sense if you think about it, because if that person had no idea that you expected this thing of them, as I said, how could they possibly fulfill that expectation? They can't, only by complete luck.
I guess we'll never know.
I've noticed over time various situations where I perhaps have expected a certain behaviour or a certain thing from other people, and that hasn't happened. And my initial reaction is like, why didn't they do that? Whether that's a little bit of anger, a little bit of frustration, and some sadness, depending on what the thing is. That's ridiculous, because I'm basing the expectation on what I think they should do, or maybe what I would do in that situation.
You're a stupid dumbass.
That's because everyone's different and people don't know certain information or things, and so I've kind of come to realise that it's almost impossible to have expectations of other people unless you've had a conversation about something, which you generally don't. You generally don't lay out your expectations for colleagues or in your relationship.
In this situation, I expect you to do this.
Because that sounds a bit confrontational and weird, and who would do that?
I don't know.
It's hard to change that habit. You're used to doing it, and I'm used to doing it. If something happened today, or let's be honest, something didn't happen today, and I thought, why didn't they do that? Because that would have been a nice thing to do or a decent thing to do, but they didn't. Now, they had perhaps no idea that it meant so much to me. Why would they? It's only afterwards I thought, well, no, that's ridiculous. I cannot expect such things from people, because that's a ridiculous thing.
Okay.
And it may sound very, very negative about, you can't expect anything from people, or you should expect nothing from life. But it's true, because you shouldn't expect things. You either make them happen or communicate that there is something will be useful or helpful to you. But just having an expectation that someone ought to do something or someone should have done something in a particular situation is ridiculous and will only backfire on you for having that thought, because how could they possibly know? So initially I was pissed off and a bit upset, but then I realised, no, you can't expect things from people. You know, you've got to have no expectations. And then when people do things for you, obviously that's a lovely thing and that's a lovely situation. But you cannot expect things from people. And I said, I don't mean that to sound super negative or super like, that's the reality. And my initial thoughts for doing this video was like, oh no, you can't expect things from people, you know, you're on your own kind of thing. And to a degree that is true. On reflection, it's less of a negative perspective on it. It's just the reality of it. And it's just unfortunate that normally we have expectations of other people, based on our own previous experience, and also based on what we would do. I would have done the thing today, but everyone's got their own going on and their own situations. And I said, whilst I was initially a bit, now I realise, you know, I can't be. There's no basis for that.
Running away from my problems.
I suppose the whole point of this video, even though I've had a bit of a shitty week and feeling really down and just want to just disappear from the world, it's easy to see the negative in a situation immediately when actually there's probably more depth. And as I said, everyone's got their own going on, and how could they possibly realise the importance to me unless I happen to tell them?
Good. Mighty good.
So I just wanted to share that slightly gripey but slightly hopefully useful point, that when you do have expectations of people, ask yourself why. What is that based on? Because more often than not, it's not based on anything from them. It's based on you know, what you would do or what you think would be the best thing in that situation to happen. And that's possibly not what they would think. Just bear that in mind, and that might help you kind of get less frustrated, less angry, less pissed off with other people because they haven't done something that they should have done based on your expectations. That's it. And so if you want to follow, so if you like it, sake, I can't speak again. Been a hard video to make because I'm just so like down. I'm forcing myself to do this, and I'm forcing myself now to get back daily and actually get off my arse and do something. I'm procrastinating so badly with these videos, and I need to get back on it. But if you are liking the content, hopefully, and want to share the journey and all that good stuff, I'd love you to smash that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it, and hit the like and leave me a comment. Do you often have expectations of other people, and how do you find that works out? And I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Bye bye. Thanks again for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do so down here, and check out my other video down here. Remember, live your best life. See you next time. Bye bye.